In this tutorial, I'll be taking you through a few image compression tools, as well as showing you ways to make your images load quicker online. Now, the first tool I'm going to be showing you today is Pixlr. Now, if you're familiar with Photoshop, it works in pretty much a similar way, so you should be able to find your way around it quite easily. There's a few ways that you can create your image. You can create a new image from scratch. You can open one up from your computer. You can open up an image from a URL, or you can open one up from an image library like Facebook or Flickr. Today we're just going to open up from our computer. So we'll select our image. Okay, so we have our image. Now the first thing we need to do with this is to check the image dimensions. So what we want to do is we want to go to the menu, select image, image size, and we can see here that the width is 1024 and the height is 683. Now, if we save this out as it is, it would leave us with quite a big file size. So we need to get that down by getting the dimensions down. Normally you don't want to go too much bigger than 800 pixels wide. If you do need to know the exact dimensions of your image, then you can use a tool called Measure It. Now this will install to Google Chrome, Firefox and Safari. To use this, you need to click on the icon here. You'll then be able to select the area where the image is going to lie, and you can see the exact dimensions for that image. But for now, we're just going to save it out as 800 pixels wide. So now that image has been converted to 800 pixels wide. Now, of course, this is similar to Photoshop, so if you wanted to go and edit this, you could do so. But for our purposes, we're just going to save this straight out. So we'll go to File, Save, and you'll see there's various options to save it out. You can save it straight to your computer, or you can save it to various social networks and image hosting sites. Today we're just going to save it straight to the computer. Now there's two formats that you'll need to know, JPEG or PNG. Now generally you'll just want to go for the JPEG if it's a detailed image. If it's got a lot of flat colours in it, then you can use a PNG. But we're going to save it out as a JPEG. Now the quality settings should be around 80. You can get away with going a bit lower, but if it's a detailed image, you'll probably want to keep it around 70 to 80. You can also see the file size. So at the minute it's 58 kilobytes. If we move this down a bit, this should change the size. So you can get a good indication of the file size by using these tools. The second tool I'm going to show you today is Web Resizer. It's nowhere near as flexible as Pixlr, but it is a lot simpler to use. So I've preloaded an image on here of about 1 megabyte in size, and the first thing Web Resizer does is tries to squash that image down as much as possible without reducing the image quality too much. So you can see here that we've got about 97% smaller, but it's also reduced the width and the height a little bit smaller than I'd like. So you can go in and edit these after you've uploaded the image. So you want to go to User Preferences and enter a new size. You can either do it with the width or the height, and it will constrain the proportions of the image. You can rotate the image, you can sharpen it, you can change the image quality, and you'll also want to tick this box to compare the image sizes, which will give you the whole range of sizes, and you can choose from that which one you want to pick. So if we apply the changes now, and you can see here that it gives you a comparison of all the sizes. And this way you can check to see when the image starts fading in quality and pick the suitable image. Now I want to pick it at about 60% because the image hasn't faded too badly. and it's a really good image size. It's 69 kilobytes, which is perfect. So I'll set the quality to 60. And now I can download the image. Final tool today I'm going to show you is called Smush.it. It's a really easy tool to use from Yahoo, and it just allows you to squeeze your image as small as it can possibly be. There's two ways you can use Smush.it. You can either upload your files or enter the URL of the file. Now we're going to use the uploader and select a file. Now you can do multiple files on this and it will give you a zip file to download, but we're just going to do one for now. So we'll open this up and we can see we've got 1.62% saving, which mightn't sound a lot, but when you add up hundreds of images it will save you a good amount of space. So I hope this tutorial has helped you understand image compression a little more and will make your websites run a lot quicker.